Namaskar, everyone. Welcome to Sunday, and I want to thank you for marvelous meditation. Finally, you were able to co-create an absolutely beautiful field where we support each other. Now, I'm sure you will agree with me when I say that meditation only becomes exciting when you can feel that God power inside of your being, that God space. If you don't make connection with that power inside, if you don't have a relationship with it, your meditation will never be the best. You will struggle. There will be a lot of doing. But whether there's a lot of joyous doing, I'm not too sure. Whether there's a lot of joyous beingness, I'm not too sure. Whether you come out of meditation feeling excited and happy about life, I'm not too sure. Meditation is not really a laborious exercise. It shouldn't be. It should be a way of meeting the divine within you. Withdrawing from the senses, detaching from the world around you, and focusing on the power inside of you, the life breath inside of you, the prana apana. Focusing on the source of all wisdom within you, when the Christ said the kingdom of heaven lies within you. And in my Father's house, there are many mansions. He's speaking about that inner world of energy. Chakras, different dimensions in the energy space. It's all within you. An exciting world is within you. And my joy is when you can touch it and I can see it in your eyes, I can hear it in your voice, I can see it in your movements. I celebrate. And when I don't see it and you struggle, then there's deep compassion for you because I know the struggle. I've gone through that struggle. But the most exciting thing about that struggle was the finding. The finding. And the finding happened in stages. First, that initial burst of energy that made me realize that God is within me. And that was truly, truly celebratory. Just to feel this exciting presence of a power inside of me that could express itself in and through me. Do you know what that feels like? I'm meeting the universe. I'm meeting that universal power. In that simple experience and profound experience of energy, I am meeting with a God. Not a male, not a female, but energy. Energy, energy. That changed my life completely. That single experience of awakening the power within me that we call Kundalini Shakti. That's why I have a lot of reverence to this power. And I deeply understand its nature. That changed my life completely. But the finding was in stages. When I left India in 1975, I was 21. When I left India, eventually, I knew that I'm not fulfilled completely. I didn't even meet the physical guru. I simply went to this ashram, the living space of the guru and the energy space of the guru. And I had this profound awakening. I didn't even meet the guru physically. But do you know what happened in that exciting time in India? That life-changing time? I found God. I found the power of the universe. And I found it within me. I found it within my own being. So where did I need to go to look further? Right inside of me. Everything was about me. So I dedicated my life then to finding this thing inside of me, to exploring it, and to going deeper in connection with it. That became my journey. And if you know my story, I'd given up the academic ladder journey simply because I wanted to explore this field, because I thought this is where real education lies, this is where real power lies, this is where real fulfillment lies. So I didn't continue the academic journey again until this whole thing was finished. And not only finished, but until I acclimatized again to being in the world. And as life would have it, then the academic journey made any sense to me. So when I left India, I found that power within me, that God within me, that evolutionary power within me of Kundalini. And I found a guru inside of me. Though I didn't meet the physical guru, as life would have it, I didn't need to. Because I can feel this power inside of me guiding me as guru, guiding me throughout my travels in India after I left this ashram, because I explored a little bit during that time in India. Everywhere I went, I could actually feel this power guiding me through a subcontinent, through India. And in every holy temple I went, it was just like the ashram. I would feel these vibes. I'd feel this energy, and I'd feel it strongly doing the same thing I did in the ashram. So this thing made my world a temple, my world an ashram. This connection with the power. So was I afraid to come home? When I went to India, I went to stay indefinitely. 4 months after that first visit, I was back wanting to go home. I wanted to go back to the country I was born in. But different. I found it within me. And what this did to me right in that ashram in India is that it made me love activity. I would be in the chanting hall and I absolutely loved to chant because then the energies would increase. And not only that, it made me enjoy all the things that I did outside, cleaning the toilets, pulling the grass, carrying the cow droppings and the cow urine, working with compost, cleaning the pots. I thoroughly enjoyed everything. And I never wanted to come outside of the ashram. One day, perchance, somebody invited me out at around the mid-morning. And when I went outside, it was like a restaurant, smoking, drinking, eating. And I'm thinking, they came to an ashram. Of course, it was mainly the Westerners. That was the last time I went there. I didn't come to India for this. I stayed in the side of the ashram. I kept the discipline intensely. That made a huge difference. So I found God within me, I found Guru within me when I came back to Trinidad. It stayed. It stayed. I would begin by chanting by myself, and then the family members started to join me, and then the home became like an ashram. I would sit in the morning and look at the sunrise, and it was as though I was sitting in India in the temple, looking at the sunrise in the early morning. To this day, when I sit here and I see the sunrise and I'm chanting Sri Krishna Govinda Hari Murari, where am I? Back in India. Didn't matter what part of the world, I would sing Guru Gita. And the moment I'm singing Sri Krishna Govinda Hari Murari and I see the sunrise, I'm back in India. That has never, never, never left me. And Kundalini has never left me. I grew in her, with her, through her, and now I live in her. What do I do when I sit to meditate? She guides me to energize the whole body in the perfect way. What do I do when I go to the yoga mat? She guides me through all the exercise. What do I do when I stand and do Qigong? She guides me through all the exercises. Where's the Guru? Inside. All those who created the exercises, they did it through her. They found the secret of connecting with her. And so if you find the secret to connect with her, everything will be given to you. You will know the secret to all the exercises, to all the breathing, to the meditation, to everything, to living, to relationships, to everything. So where are you looking? Which book are you looking for? Which other master are you looking for? It's all within. Masters can only initiate you. And you know my story. 2 years after, when I physically met my human guru, Baba Muktanand, it was quite a struggle because I was so overwhelmed with this Guru Tattva inside of me and Guru principle and Guru guidance. When I met him, I'm thinking, how do I honor this man? How do I develop a relationship with this man? It just didn't happen. It was stressful to even begin to think of relating to the human. So I closed my eyes, I listened to him, and in that closing my eyes and listening to him, I related to his energy. And that was the most beautiful experience of seeing in a human being how deep this energy was. So when I listened to him, I could feel that he was at such a space, he was channeling from such a space that I couldn't even touch. And that drew my reverence for him. The fact that he modeled to me how to move in energy, how to speak with energy, how to act with energy, that was so deep that it was God through him. And so I maintained that. That influenced me so deeply when I left him that I went through a whole 40-day experience of energy transformations in that same energy connection with him. And then my mind blew open so much that I became like him. I could feel the whole universe in my being. There was no human there. A universe flowing in and through me. We all have it. The secret lies within. It is how much we want it. It is how much we're able to detach from the world. I can only lead you to the water, but you have to drink it. You have to want it. So when I sit here on this seat, I try to inspire you continuously to want it. To want to drink from this fountain of grace, of wisdom, of vitality. You know what is my joy? To live in this body now that is in the senior part of my life. Is to be able to energize this body through every chakra. To be able to enjoy the senses for what they really are designed for, the human experience. To be able to live in the light so powerfully that the human experience is only full of light. That's my joy. Body ages, but I don't. That which is I don't. It's just energy. Just energy in infinite consciousness. And that for me is the joy of life. That I can energize every part of me. Every single part of me and every cell within my being from the inner space. Where is the God? At the source of my being. Where is the Guru? At the source of my being. And who is everyone around me? Just like me. A spark of life. A channel of energy. That's who you are. That's how I see you. I see you for what you can be, not what you're exhibiting or expressing. I see you for what you can be. And that's why I enjoy guiding you, because I see what you can be. And when you want to jump many steps, I say, no, just stay with the next one at a time. Stay with the next one. Don't try to look too far. You'll get a headache. Stay with the step just before you, just before you, just before you. One step you need in your vision. Just the one before you. So let's make every day of this human existence, because we are in a timeline. And if you haven't been taking care of your bodies, you don't know when it will shut down. You don't know when injury will happen, when disease will visit. If you take care of your bodies, preventative, that may not happen. But if you don't take care of it, if you overstress it, you overeat, oversleep, overwork, don't look into your relationships properly, you're definitely going to experience disharmony in the body. So, be watchful. Learn to really get to the source of your being and transform your life by your own efforts. The Bhagavad Gita says, lift yourself by yourself. For your own self, it can be your friend and also your enemy. And the great Buddha said, be a light unto yourself. Don't depend on others. Those were my watchwords. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for listening to me. It's always a joy sharing my story, reliving it. And I hope that I can be an inspiration to you. Go within. Look within. Be serious like I was about finding that source of life within. And then life will become a joy, not a misery. Have a blessed day, everyone. Happy Sunday. Namaskar.